I want to continue on here with the idea of TechnoShamanism and this merging of technology and humans, the transhumanist agenda, as some people like to put it, and how different these two things are, and how absurd it is to think, even think about what transhumanism means. It's so bizarre. Look at right now where you sit. Look at you. You're in this spaceship, this body that is made magically out of nothing. That is the highest order of technology that has ever been created by anything, and is what you already are. Yet some people out here are convincing you that you're not good enough, that the human experience is not good enough as it is, that we need to add technology to it and we can become more than we ever were. What again and again, it just blows my mind to how people have been told that they're invaluable, that they're sinners, that even if God did create us, if there was some God for those type of people that believe in that he didn't do a good enough job. And then the science community comes over here and like, well, however we're created, we're just created by nature, and we're gonna have to pull this out and move this over here, and these extra appendages, and you can only use 10% of your brain. It's just an assault on you. Your body, your temple, your family, your heritage, your history is an assault on all of that. On your life. It literally is telling you that you're not good enough. But then we have techno-shamans, and what they do is they plug into the system to unlock people, to help them realize that they're their own source of creation. They have to use it. There's no way to contact certain types of people. You can't organically have a shamanistic experience sometimes. So the path is to go into wavelengths and spaces to disconnect people. See, this whole idea of technology and binding with the human experience is a wonderful one. It's just, as everything does, it just goes way too far. And then people start not seeing it for what it is. The technology is the appendage. The technology is second source. It's like people talk about protein. Protein means protease. It comes from the first source, the primary source, meaning the sun. And plant life, protein. But they want to go eat the meat. It's a secondary source. See, this primary source of life, the protege, the prototype, the archetype, is already you. To think for a second, because we've been so dehumanized by everything, that it always goes back to not being good enough as you are, and you're a sinner, and you're a sinner in the eyes of the people that believe in their Bibles, and you're a sinner in the eyes of people that love their science, and you're not built correct, and it's just untrue. The body fixes itself. It always has. People want to put their hands on everything and say, oh, we can do it better. We can make something, and I can put a patent on that, and I can make some money because we can make the body better. And it just can't happen. It won't happen. It doesn't even make sense. It's just fascinating to me to have conversations with people that they so disconnected from themselves. But it always comes back to, oh, I see why. We can see how that happened. But how do you fix the system? Does it fall apart? Do people just go, oh, that system isn't working? How to change it? Is it even worth changing? What did Bucky Fuller tell you? He told you, make a new system so the old one becomes obsolete. And so that's getting back to an organized, organic, orgasmic system, not based upon false principles of scientific discoveries. Science, people need to, again and again, look at a little closer. Go walk through the store. Go to the grocery store. Go to the toy store. Go to all of these stores and applaud science for doing whatever it does. Science means someone went and thought they could improve upon something. Yet we go into these stores and there's these packages and boxes of just redundant, silly things. Silly toys and food that has been adulterated as if that strawberry needed to do anything other than be what it is. You ever eaten a strawberry? They're fucking delicious. Somebody wants to come out here and change the whole makeup and chemistry and identity of what a strawberry is. The gall, to somebody thinks that is the right thing to do, that is somehow, oh, we've got to make the strawberry better because it's got to travel more miles and stay fresher looking and be redder yet you've taken away the whole essence of what it is. And it's what happens to humans as well. And we've been genetically modified as well from the time we came out the womb. But the thing is, we can fix that in ourselves because the body heals itself. And it will always go back to the highest form and original source. This is why I speak at length about urine therapy. I don't even like calling it therapy because it's not therapy. It's your body already knows better. And the only thing that we do is we get in the way of the body fixing itself. That's all. The body happily will put itself in order if we stop getting in the way. If we stop using pills and fake food and substances that aren't meant to be inside of our body. When we stop using those things, the body innately knows exactly what to do because, do you remember, it built itself. It built itself. You ever broke a bone? It fixes itself. You ever cut yourself? It fixes itself. So what is it that we're not understanding? What is it that we're so caught up in the confusion of that something needs to be done. We've got to fix this. We've got to do this. No, people need to stop doing things is what needs to happen. Everybody needs to just take a day off. Take a week off. Take a month off. The entire world should all go on a month. Just take a month off of work. Just stop it. If everybody unanimously just stopped going to work and stopped paying their bills, like what could anybody and anybody do? What would they do? Nothing. The house is already built. When they go out and start walking around and their body heals itself and the entire system just changes just like that. Now, who's going to believe it? Who knows that the body heals itself? Who knows that the system doesn't, they think you work for the system. It's that whole, it's not what you can do for what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What a load of absolute dog shit. What kind of silly shit is that? And people buy it, they eat it up, they chew on it. They're so happy to be throwing their colors around, so they're so happy to be born like this and have their giant flag and their but it's so much easier, so much easier than that. So there's TechnoShamanism. Let's get into that for a second. So just again, the connection here is, again, sometimes the technology has to be used to, like in the poison is the panacea. So even though the technology has poisoned us by over-stimulating all of our senses, it can still unlock people. And so we come here as shamans to unlock your brain. All right, y'all, we'll talk soon. Cheers.